I'm looking for business partners. I'm looking for collaborating partners to join us. As a matter of fact, right now, we only have one more spot available. So if you really are serious about this, please do not hesitate. This is something that I love doing, but it's a great opportunity for you. So if you are serious and you want to put together a collaboration book with my company, Show Your Success and Book Profits Club, then you definitely want to stay attached to this presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the presentation and show you guys what it is that you need to learn and know and everything like that so that you can launch your very own collaboration book. All right, so I got to present. Hold on one sec. Let me pull up this brief thing. Do me a favor in the chat space. Also comment, let me know what city and state that you're in. Also, let me know if you're a coach or if you're a public speaker, or let me know if you are in a space where you want to do something maybe with your colleagues, or possibly what do you think you want your project to be on? Let me know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up this presentation. So everybody should be able to see my full screen. This is an opportunity to partner with us. We are a company where we work specifically with authors who are speakers, coaches, and network marketers wanting to learn how to leverage and grow their books. And so right now, one of the things that we do is we provide this opportunity to partner with us to do your very own collaboration book. Over $2,300 to $11,000 plus in commissions that you can actually make depending upon what your influence is. Now, who is this for? So this is for, number one, if you are a coach, whether you are a business coach, career coach, finance coach, relationship coach, wellness, spiritual, it does not matter. If you are a coach and you actually have clients, okay? The reason why it's important that you have clients is because typically these are going to be the people that you reach out to, people that you have worked with, people that you have done, jobs with, whatever it is. And we have so many different people in this coaching space, or even service based. Maybe you do taxes and you want to reach out to your clients. We've even actually had people who have their own publishing companies and partner with us because they do individual one-on-one publishing, and they see that, okay, if I get people to do a collaboration book, they may see the ease of finally doing their own book. It'll increase their confidence, and now I can work with them to do their own book, which we have done. I think we've worked with about 3 to 4 different book publishers. If you are an influencer and you have a following, so let's just say I have a young lady, one of my good friends, she's in the real estate world. And she has a sphere of influence in real estate. And she can reach out to her fellow realtors or people in that space, whether they're lenders, agents, flippers, and maybe put together a book, all, the real estate Bible, or what you need to know about real estate, right? And so now what she's doing is creating a camaraderie. And then you can turn that book into like an event, a movement, a conference that you do every quarter. And so now it's a great way to highlight them. I've seen people do collaborative type projects and turn it into like a who's who situation, where there'll be people every single quarter, or every single time the enrollment is open, people are jumping in because they want to be highlighted in this book. But if you have a sphere of influence and you have a following and you can get people to take action, it's for you. If you are a speaker and you have an audience, I have a young lady right now, she goes and speaks at several schools in her state. Well, the way that she could do it is, say she wants to put together a book that can motivate and inspire young girls, and what she does is she goes and finds teachers who want to be a part of the book. She finds superintendents that want to be a part of the book, but she's leveraging that because she's a speaker, and so she's going across and she's going to have this book that she can give to all of the young girls. Now, you have to also be able to bring in at least 7 people, including yourself. So technically, if you can get 6 people that will say yes to wanting to be in your collaboration book, then this is going to be absolutely the opportunity for you. Now, I'm just going to let you guys know in advance, if you got influence, if you have a client base, right? Because what many people will do is they try to go get the people first before making a decision. And so we have a very unique way in how we excite people about the project. We do a live broadcast together. And so I would strongly recommend, so that you don't have diarrhea of the mouth and you mess it up, don't go and try to pitch people before we actually do our live. I am here to assist you. In fact, we give you training and everything. So if you know that you got some influence, that you have some clients, well, this is going to be the opportunity for you. Now, why should you do a collaboration book? Well, I'm so glad you asked me. Well, first of all, people are going to love you. When you lead this project, people are going to fall in love with you because you help them to do something that 97% of most people who want to write a book never will. And I've heard some horror stories. Okay. I've heard horror stories about where people are waiting on their books now 2 years, 3 years, never gotten their books done. Well, you're going to be able to help them to create a book that's going to be customized just for them, and they're going to love you for it. Also, we make sure that you are seen as the superstar, not our company. You are the superstar, okay? We are just the company that you have hired to assist you, okay? So when they say praises and they say their thanks, they're not going to say it to us. I don't need the recognition in that. We want you to be looking like the superstar. You also own the project and the rights. And so what happens is each month we do a different phase. The first month, you're going to interview your authors. We keep all the audios. The second month, we transcribe it. We keep all the transcriptions. We then edit it. We keep the edits. So you will always see the different phase of the project, and it'll be saved in your entire project folder. And then when we are done, you get everything. Because let's just say down the line, you want to repurpose some of the content. We've had some of our collaborating partners take each person's individual chapter, turn it into like an ebook PDF download so that they can have an additional incentive. It is up to you. You'll also get the PDF editable book cover of each one of your authors. So in case you ever need to make updates or you want to do a second edition, you will have all of your files. Okay. We don't keep files on file because it just makes sense. We do a ton of projects. So we want to make sure that you're able to have everything. This is 100% your project and you own the rights. We do all of the editing. We do all of the formatting. We create individual book covers for every one of your authors. So no, we don't just have one cover that everyone uses to print from. We like to do things a little bit differently. We want your authors to walk away and feel like this is their actual book. So we do an individual cover, anywhere between 6 to 20 authors that you bring in. We do individual covers for each one of them, okay? And we walk you through every single one of the steps. You're not left there hanging. You're not left there in confusion. You're going to know what you need to be focusing on. And the great thing is it's not very time intensive. You can also work with us again. And I'm going to show you an example of a project that we just finished and how right now this person has well over 40 plus people who have already raised their hands and said, I'm interested in being in your next collaboration project. Because what happens, guys, is when you do your first one, you're going to have some people watching. But once you get ready to do that launch/conference, which by the way, we don't just do a regular Zoom launch, okay? We do a special conference that first of all, we broadcast to every one of the social media profiles of your co-authors. And we also invite them to register so that we're able to get their contact information to give to you. And we create games, we do raffles, we do networking, we do breakout sessions. It's just an incredible, incredible event, right? So we want to make sure that these people, they walk away having an experience and they're going to want to be a part of your next project. So we make it easy for you just by having that first project complete. Now, how many of you guys want to know about the money? All right, well, I'm going to show you the money. By the way, just so that you know, there is an investment required because you are also investing not just to only have your own project, but you will also be having your own chapter as well as bonus content and things of that nature. So yes, there is an investment, but how many of you guys know that if you invest into some of these other co-authoring opportunities, you might be spending $2,000 to $10,000. You won't get any customization. You won't get a book launch. You definitely won't get leads. You won't get an opportunity to build multiple streams of income. But right here today, we're going to make it available to you at an incredible investment. But remember, we can't enroll 10 people. And the reason why we don't enroll like 10 people at a time is because it does take time. We have project managers already on standby, ready to work with you, but we don't like to overwhelm our staff with too many projects at a time. And I also have to participate. Like I have to do your live sessions. We do group coaching sessions with your co-authors, and we've got to do the broadcast. And so I want to make sure that we have the availability. But anyways, let's get into the money. Okay. So each one of your co-authors is going to pay a total of $762, or they're going to pay you 6 monthly payments of $127. They pay you directly. So you get all of your money up front. Okay. Each one of your co-authors, though, you would give us 50% of whatever they pay. Okay. Now, what does this cover? This helps us to pay our team. We have project managers, we have editors, we have formatters, we have cover designers. We even create capture pages for each one of your authors and flyers. So it's a lot of money that we actually pay our staff. Okay. So it's a 50-50 split that you get for each one of your co-authors. All right. Now, if your co-author pays you $762 in full upfront, we do not charge you 50% of the 762. We only charge you 50% of 127 over 6 months. All right. You are responsible for at least 6 people. Okay. We do not invoice each one of your co-authors. You invoice them. We only invoice you for the 50%. All right. But you have to have at least 6 people for us to make this project work. All right. Now, with that shown, let me show you this. So this right here is a video. And I want to show you this because this is a collaboration project that we are getting ready to do a launch for. And look at how many people, and I wanted to, protect everybody's information, but look how many people who said, yes, I would be interested in the next collaboration book, right? I mean, we have a ton of people that are like, yes, 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 I'm interested in the next collaboration book. And with this project alone, we also did well over 100 plus pre-sales. We did over 100 plus pre-sales. And then you have people who, yes, they want to be a part of the sponsorship ads, of the sponsorship chapters and all of that. And so this is a huge opportunity for you not only to make additional streams of income, but to also increase your network. Because look, in business, you are either collecting coins or contacts. And if you ain't collecting any, you're not in business. All right. So this allows you to definitely increase your network and net worth. So let's kind of break it down, the different streams of income at minimum that you're actually going to make. So each author over the span of 6 months, when we add it up, you're going to make $381 per author that you bring in. You have to have at least 6 authors to join, up to 20. Okay. Anything beyond 20, we want to keep that, push them to the next project, because you don't want your collaboration book to be so thick that it's extremely expensive to print. Okay. So we believe 20 is the max. So you have 6 authors up to 20. So you're going to get 50% of that. So that's $381 per author. You're going to get paid anywhere between 50% to 100% of the sponsored ads or chapters. Okay. So we have sponsored ads that we do where we recommend that you offer, and those are $97. We put those at the end of the book. And then we have sponsored chapters. Essentially, someone who sponsors a chapter pretty much gets like the same look of what your co-authors get. It's just they don't get to order books at bulk or discount. They don't get a customized cover. And then they also don't speak on the panel with the fellow co-authors. However, one of the things that we'll offer, like a sponsored chapters, we might give them about 5 minutes to speak at the conference itself, right? So they're not getting all the bells and whistles. They don't get to pre-sale. They don't get the capture page, but they would pay $497. So for the sponsored chapters, because we actually have to edit and format those chapters as well, you have to pay us 50% of that $497, or you could charge more, right? So you would pay 50% of that. For the sponsored ads, because we don't have to edit and we just simply add them in, it is 100% that you keep. Now, there's different things that you might want to do for your co-authors when they get sponsored ads and chapters, which we'll talk about. Also, you can offer individuals to be a conference speaker. Because remember, we don't do a book launch, we do a conference. And so let's just say that you want to invite some people to be guest speakers or keynote speakers. You can charge them a fee, and you can charge anywhere between $297, $497. I've seen people pay as much as $2,000 to speak at conferences, especially if of what they're getting is worth it. I know for me personally, if you guys run ads, I know I've run ads before. And to get qualified leads, it might cost me $5 a lead. Well, let's just pretend, for example, you charge someone $1,000 to speak at your conference, and you're going to put maybe some of that money towards marketing, but your goal is to maybe get them, 100 leads that are going to be catered to them. Well, if I tell you that I've spent easily $5 a lead, 100 times 5, guys, that's a lot of money, right? So that just the leads alone, that's an amazing investment opportunity, right? But you could decide. I recommend $297 to $497, and you can get up to I think it's 5 speakers at no additional charge. So if we do go over the 5 total, and one would be yourself, of course, but let's just say you go over, it would be a small fee only because it's going to make the conference longer. And that means that I have to be there longer, right? And we have to create more graphics and flyers. Then you also get the sponsors. So you can charge your sponsors $97 up to $197. You keep 100% of what you make for your sponsors that are speaking at your conference, though. We don't charge you any of that. And then we've even had some people, for example, we have a young lady who is a public speaking coach. And so on top of the investment of the $762, she offered 2 packages. You could do the $762, or you could also get the public speaking bonus, where it might be an additional $500 or $1,000, which, by the way, I know people who spend $2,000 just to be in collaboration projects and they never make money from the projects. Okay. So I'm just telling you, so you can add your own programs in there. Maybe you have some influence and you want to maybe get a guest speaker. And so you can have a guest speaker and you can say you get to speak on the stage individually with this person, whatever it is. There's so many opportunities that you could provide. So let's talk about the money. Let's give an example of the money, right? Okay, so for this one, I did this, hold on, y'all. Let me fix this real quick. So, I want to make sure I have the right numbers so we can make sense of it. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Did I do this one? Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is for 6 authors. And then remember what I told you, up to 20 authors, right? So up to 20 authors. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this back up. All right. Okay, so this is an example if you were to bring in only 6 authors, okay? 6 authors minimum. Now remember, you're also going to be pre-selling your book as well. So if you've been following me, you know I always recommend you pre-sell every single one of your books. So this doesn't even include the money that you make from the pre-selling. This is only the money that you make with your authors and the sponsors and things of that nature. So if you have 6 authors, you're going to already make $2,292 just from your authors alone. Okay. Now keep in mind, you also are getting your own chapter. And because this is your book, you can add in additional bonus information. You can create a redirect. That means you send the readers to like a download of additional bonuses and things like that, right? So you're making $292 from your 6 authors. Now, remember what I told you, from the sponsorship chapters, you're going to make anywhere between 50% and it could be 25% if you decide that you want to give a commission to your co-authors if they happen to bring a sponsored chapter. So at 50%, let's just say you keep all of the money, right? Because what happens is we teach your co-authors to pre-sell, and then they get all of their their pre-order supporters to fill out a form. The form asks them about upgrading and things like that. And so you can determine on how much you want to pay them. All right. So let's just say you're getting 50% of the $497 because you've got to give us the other 50% for the editing and the formatting. At 5 people, that's $742.50. Now, you got the $97 sponsorship ads up to 10, okay? Up to 10. Let's say you knock it out and get your 10. That's $970. Again, you can say, I'll give you 50% co-author, or you can keep it. And there's other incentives that you can actually offer your authors instead of giving them the 50%, which we'll talk about, okay? Let's say then you get 4 sponsored speakers, because remember, you get up to 5, the 5th being you, because at the end of your conference, you're going to close it out with your keynote talk. Hello. So you have 4 sponsors that are paying you at minimum, let's just say $297. Again, on average, I would recommend $297 to $497, but let's just say they pay you $297 to be a sponsored speaker. That's an additional $1,188. And then you also have 100% of the sponsored ads. And so what we typically recommend for the sponsored ads, you can either have just a flyer, or we'll have them to send like a 30-second commercial that we will actually play during the conference. It'll look really, really official, a layover and everything, right? So you have a a $97 sponsored ad. You make 100%. That's $970. Guys, that's $6,162. For some of us, y'all, let's just be real. That's an extra $1,000 a month, right? Because it's over 6 months and we just spread it out. This is a great additional stream of income if you can get just 6 people to say yes. But for those of you guys who have a sphere of influence, it literally almost doubles your money, because for 20 authors, you're now going to make from $22.92, you'll make $7,620. And again, I am being very modest here with the numbers of, only 4 conference speakers and things. And if you decide you want to have more speakers, you can. It does extend the conference and make it longer. And there is a small fee that we add on, but it's not break the bank fee. Okay. We're talking about $100 to $150 per person. So this is a huge opportunity. And then guess what? After you do your first book, it's going to be so easy to bring on more people. Listen, guys, the benefits that you can offer to your co-authors. You can, of course, pay your co-authors 50% for the book sponsors, right? So for people who want to do a sponsored chapter and they pay $4.97, you can give them 50% of your 50%, so 25%, right? Or you can give them 50% of the $97. You do not have to pay us anything for a sponsored ad. That is included up to 10, all right? Now, another thing that you can do instead of giving them money, because the truth is some of us think that people do stuff for money. The truth is most people don't always do stuff for money. Some people do stuff for recognition. Some people do stuff to be a part of community. Some people do stuff because it'll put them in some great opportunities, right? So instead of just only paying commission, you could do something where you say, listen, and for every sponsored chapter you get, I'll buy 10 books for you. I'll buy 10 additional books for you. And a book is only going to cost you about $5 to $7 per book. So you could get them books, right? So you'll order 10 books for them. Or you might say, you know what? If you get a certain number of sponsored ads, I will let you be a sponsored speaker at the conference. And you can add that on. And you don't have to give them a full 20 minutes. You might give them 5 minutes to get up and speak during the conference. You can also say, listen, I'm going to list you first. Because when it comes to the order of the book, we allow you to order your chapters in whatever order you want. So it's up to you. So you could say, if you get 5 sponsored ads, I will list you first right after me in the book, right? So you can do that. You can also highlight them at the conference. And so you can have maybe 3 different types of contests or 3 different levels, and you could say first place will be the platinum superstar author, and then the gold superstar author, or diamond, platinum, and gold, or something like that. And you can highlight them so that they have their own separate recognition, because how many of us know that when people see people get recognized, they start paying attention? Amen. And so these are some amazing bonuses that you can offer for your authors. And remember, with just 6 authors, we're talking about thousands of dollars. Okay. But you can have up to 20. Listen, benefits of our program. First of all, we teach you how to promote your project. So for those of you guys, you have the influence, but you want to know, okay, how can I promote it? How can I get people to be a part of it? We're going to show you that we have a training portal. We have a training portal specifically for our collaborating partners. And then we also have a training portal for our co-authors. But we teach you how to promote. We teach you how to follow up with your leads. We teach you how to really get them to make a decision and take action and be a part of your project. We also do a live information session for you to bring on your leads. So we don't recommend that you go and try to pitch people individually, because we want you to be able to, to be great in your space, right? Where I'm good at is talking about this project. And so what we do is we teach you, we create a flyer and we create a capture page and a registration and all of that. And we teach you to just invite as many people that you can. If your goal is to get, let's say 20 people in the project, you want to get 80 to 100 people to register. And we give you 2 to 4 weeks to actually promote and get as many people to register for the live information session. Okay. And so you get to be able to do that. You also can start making money immediately as soon as you come on board. Let me tell you another trick that I did. So I taught one of my collaborating partners. I said, listen, if you're having difficulty with getting people that, to be a part of the project, you can just pre-sell your book. So what you do is you pre-sell your book. And when they pre-order, you can create your own form that says, would you be interested in being in the book? And for all of the people who say yes, which people are going to say yes, you invite them to the live broadcast. So you can actually start pre-selling immediately for the book. That's the only thing that I recommend you do is pre-sell the book. You may not know the name of it. You just know it's going to be about this industry, and you push it out to as many people that you possibly can. And every single person who pre-orders or specifically also says, yes, I want to know about the book, you invite them to the live private broadcast. Don't try to tell them what it costs, because I'm telling you, a lot of times, if you don't know how to break down the benefits the way that we have learned how to do over the years, a lot of people don't see the vision, right? We teach you marketing. Our program is always evolving. You pay at cost printing fees. And so you also get to decide, do you want people to go through you to print the books, or do you want to allow them to log in? Of course, we're going to recommend, if you're not getting into the book printing business, that you allow your co-authors to log in, right? And then guess what? You still can create other opportunities with them. We design a cover, a custom cover. So what happens is when you come on board, the first thing that we're going to do is have a call where you and I are going to go over, what do you want this book to be about? Do you have a title idea? And if not, then I'll kind of help you with creating some dope title ideas. And then we go into making the covers, okay? And so our cover designer will make you a couple of different options, and then we'll kind of look at the options and then narrow it down to what you want your cover to look like. So that then when it's time to promote for this, you already have your cover designed and people are excited about that, right? And remember, we keep our program extremely affordable and our focus is on helping you. The reason why we stay affordable, guys, if I can be transparent, is I'm not doing collaboration books because this is where my bread and butter is. I'm gonna be honest, we do not make a lot of money when we do collaboration projects. And I share this even with the co-authors. We don't make a lot of money in this space, okay? But we have a program called Book Profits Club. And one thing that I understand is that you first have to have the right book. No matter if we're doing a collaboration project or we're doing individual projects, we know without a shadow of doubt, the books that we're helping you to create are going to be books that are designed to help you to build multiple streams of income. They're going to be books that are designed to create attention, right? And we pay a lot of intention to attention, okay? And so I want to stress that we try to make our projects extremely affordable. Granted, I've known people that will spend over $10,000, $20,000 just to do their own book. So when we're talking about now you get an opportunity to be a collaborating partner, the kind of investment that you would make, these companies would charge you out the yin yang, because think about how much work we're doing in the back end. Well, look, sorry guys, I can't give you the full presentation because if you're interested, I got to know who you are. So if you're interested in being a part of our partnership program and you saw how much you can make between $6,000 to $11,000+, y'all, this is not no hype fest. This is not a game or none of that. I can break down the numbers and show you this is what we're doing. But if you're interested, and you want to, at the end of the day, have your own project that you can use and repurpose, you need to go to bookcollaborationpartner.com. That's where you're going to need to go. And again, I'm down to one more spot for this month. Okay. So listen, the month ends in a couple days. So don't drag your feet on this. Some of you guys, you said this is the year. I want to really, really make impact. And for some of us guys, some of the best ways to do it is creating opportunities of inclusion. What better way but a collaboration book? So go to bookcollaborationpartner.com and then you will get the full presentation on what it is that you need to do so that you can lock in that spot. Bookcollaborationpartner.com, and I'll see you there. Bye for now.